I'm back and we are reviewing the brand new Tati Beauty. We're reviewing the Details by Tati brushes. I have the specialty set here and these brushes are so beautiful. I've been a longtime fan of Tati for many years, honestly 10 plus years at this point. I have the palette, I had the Blendiful. I've been here supporting her honestly through and through, but this is going to be an honest review of these brushes. Without further ado, make sure you guys subscribe and let's get into this review, and hopefully I'll see you guys weekly at this point. I picked up the specialty set, which actually I didn't. They actually sent me the wrong pack, but that's fine. We're still going to test the quality of the brushes, and I love the little details on the packaging. You get to see a preview of all the brushes in the back. First impression, I do have to say that it feels very luxurious, very high quality. The bristles are so nice and soft, but honestly, I feel like she had no room to make a bad product because she is coming back and coming back strong. We have SP1, SP2, SP3, we have SP4, SP5, SP6, and SP7. Alrighty, getting into applying these brushes. I already watched the video that Tati kind of explained all the uses for each brush. I want to use it for exactly what it's made for, so we're gonna underpaint today. Like I said, we are underpainting. I'm using this Mary Phillips palette. I already concealed because I like to use a flat brush with that, but the first brush that we're gonna use is the SP3. This is just a flat brush, and it's a little bit skinny, so it fits right in the hollows. When something just fits perfectly, it makes your life so much easier and it gives you less room for mistakes. It fits perfectly in this palette, and we're gonna just sculpt. Wow. I am just gonna blend it out a little bit. That's crazy. I really loved how that just spread everything out. Now let's do... Wow, that just fit beautifully. Double chin who? Okay. Look at this jawline. Now we're gonna go in with the SP6. This is a very unique brush that you can use for a couple different things, but she did mention that you can contour the nose and kind of go into... That just made it so simple. And that just gave a perfect fine line. I'm really impressed, honestly. And normally this is a pretty pigmented palette, but I feel like the brushes aren't absorbing too much, so I'm getting way more pigment on my face, which I appreciate. Now it's time for the SP1. She specifically said that this was really good for underpainting, but she also uses it for mineral foundation. So I'm going to swirl the brush on my hand. I already have the foundation here. I'm using the Maybelline Superstay. It is evenly coated on the bristles, which is nice. And we can just go over everything. Ooh, it feels nice. Wow, that was really effortless. I'm barely pressing onto my skin. This just made underpainting a million times easier and quicker. And I purchased these myself, so I did a couple steps off camera just because we don't have any brushes for those steps. But now we're gonna go in with SP2. You could use it as a bronzer brush or a blush brush, so I'm gonna do it for both. I'm gonna use this House Labs bronzer. This is the newer formula. I never tried the old one. You could just be so precise with the placement. And especially somebody that's a beginner, this really makes it difficult for you to mess up anything. And also it fits beautifully underneath the chin and the jawline. I'm not getting paid to say this, nothing like that. I am just so impressed with these. I am gonna go back in with the SP6 because she said we could use this for powder too. I'm going to go over that nose contour. It's like a hack, nose contour for dummies, because this is the perfect placement. It also said kind of like in the crease. right in that socket. We're nice and snatched. Now we need to go in with some blush. Like I said, we're gonna use that same brush, the SP2. And now I'm gonna go in with this YSL blush. One of my absolute favorites. I have so many of these. I know it's expensive, but it is so worth the money. But we're not talking about the products right now. The perfect size for the cheek. So effortless. Time to highlight with the SP4. I love this angle. Look at that. It could just swoop. I'm using this highlighter from House Labs. And like she said, it really does pick up the product perfectly and very evenly. There was no better name for this brand. The details are detailing, and I need one of each set for my professional kit. I'm dying over these. I haven't had this good of a makeup day in a really long time, and this goes to show that your brushes make the biggest difference. She didn't specifically say it would work on the nose, but I'm gonna try. Works. And on the lip. And I forgot to mention with this little small brush, she said it would be really good for underneath the lower lashes. And I agree, it's not getting everywhere. It's very, very, very precise. Onto the eyes, we're taking the SP7. Look at how tiny this brush is. So teeny tiny, but perfect for detail. I don't want anything too crazy on the eyes, so I'm just gonna take these two on the outer corner. This is a Kylie Cosmetics palette. Wow. That is so concentrated. I felt like this was gonna be a positive review, but I didn't realize that it was gonna be this positive to the point where I need to run to the website to buy more because I am obsessed. See how it looks with the lower lashes? Perfect, perfect. I mean, this is the SP5, and at first I was like, this is kind of big, but now I understand. Look, it fits perfectly in this inner third. You don't need anything else or to work the product at all. I truly think that these brushes were made to make your life easier and to just make your makeup apply super easily with little to no effort. But I'm just gonna take these two shades and pack that in the inner third. And that just did it for you. Hello? Insane. Here is the finished makeup look using the Details by Tati's specialty brush set. These are luxurious, high quality. When I first saw the price tag, I was like, okay, kind of pricey, but I understand. They're not too pricey if you really think about it, but they're not like Morphe. In a way, I love Morphe brushes, but these are high end. These feel luxury. These do not feel anything like that. I think these were made with precision and a lot of thought in mind. I don't think that she just slapped her name on something. Although I did order another set and they sent me the wrong one, honestly, I'm really happy that I got these. I do want to order the other two just to try them out. Let me know if you guys want to see that in a video. But other than that, I highly recommend these. I'm gonna have everything linked in the description for you guys. But yeah, let me know, and I'm glad to be back.